there, guys. Welcome back to the Now Morning Show, where we are continuing the conversation, adding things to your calendar, and getting you ready for UWI Open Day 2025. It's actually 2 days, and to tell us more about it, this morning, Ms. Nataki Kerr, the Manager of Brand and Student Recruitment Marketing, along with Mr. Jessel Murray, the Head of the UWI Department of Creative Arts and Festivals, or rather, Creative Festival and Arts.
Festival Arts.
They're here today. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to the Now.
Good morning. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's always a pleasure to have you guys on, because as we were saying this morning, we're already in exam season and we need to get those students ready for the next step or possible next steps with events like this. So as much as I understand the value, those alumni and other persons might, even parents see value in the UWI giving us an open day. Tell me a little bit, Ms. Kerr, as to what it looks like or feels like, so we get ready and plan our days well.
Sure. Well, it's 2 days this weekend. It's an expo-style event. So we have all our faculties there. They would all have booths. They'll have activities, engaging activities, where anyone could just come and find out more about the programs. But even besides the academics, you could find out about the Guild of Students, how your child, how your son or daughter or guardian, or how your whoever, parent or guardian, can find out how their child could find out about leadership, development, the over 100 clubs we have on campus. You could sign up on the spot. We have assessments for students who even aren't sure about what they can do or should do. We have assessments that will help them do that. We have seminars for parents in case parents want to come and find out more about their financial options, if they have to pay all at one time, if they could pay in parts. So we have something for everyone at UWI Open Day, and you don't have to come on the 2 days.
Well, this was my next question. It sounds like it's a lot packed into the day, but it's a full day experience.
It's a full day. But you don't have to come for the whole day. You can just come for an hour and visit all the booths. You could come and sign up on the spot. We have our admissions team there. You could sign up on the spot in about 20 minutes once you bring your PIN number on your booth paper. So there are several things going on, but we know, as you mentioned, we are in the middle of exams. So if you just have an hour or two, just come and find out more about the programs, find out about what we have for you. And you could just come for a short while, bring the entire family also. Parents are welcome, the entire family is welcome. We have activities for everyone there.
And quite like that. Days. The previous conversation did include the fact that it is a family event. The parents, the students, the children who aren't even going to university will be able to support the ones who are. But what about the ones who are unsure? You mentioned it, that there might be the opportunity to have little guidance, conversations, if you will. But Mr. Murray, if you were to think of persons who are in between, debating on whether or not they should go to university altogether, how does this benefit them even further?
Well, you know, I think the direct interaction, and one of the most loveliest things, I enjoy open days. In fact, I'm one of the people, I'm there for the 2 days because people come, like for instance, last year we've had people from Form 3 who come and they engage and they start, we can help them to plot their future, especially in something like Creative and Festival Arts, which is part of the greater humanities and education. And, you know, we get a lot of, we do get still people like, you know, what are you going to do with that? And therefore this particular year, actually, we have a very big focus on careers, not just the experience of going to university. We are getting parents and their particular children from Form 3, maybe even Form 2, of course the 4, 5s and the 6s, to start focusing not just about the education, but what comes after. And also, the Humanities in Education just had a career day. We also focus on what you're going to be doing on your quote-unquote summers to enhance what you're doing at tertiary level and then what happens after. So it's a lot of planning that is packed in there. So we want to be able to plot with them the entire journey, not just the quote-unquote tertiary education.
Where were you when I was going through secondary school? Because that makes it seem a lot less daunting, to be very true. UWI itself is, and university is a big undertaking and a big part of any student's life. But when you plot it out, you make it seem much more achievable, especially when there's so many options. You mentioned with the plethora of clubs, but also in terms of actual programs, there are over 200 of them.
Over 200,
So will we have representation from just about all of them?
We will have representation from all our faculties. So all 8 faculties will be there, and even our institutes. We have the Institute of Gender and Development Studies, and other institutes will be there. We also have student engagement. Their whole group will be there. We have a whole department that's only involved in how we engage our students and how we are there for our students. We have Dr. Huggins and her team who are there for those with special needs. So there's a place for everyone there, and all those key areas will be represented over the weekend at the Open Days.
It sounds like it. I quite like that you said you could spend literally an hour and get everything done, because they're talking to the actual faculties. You could do your registration, and you could actually pick your clubs and that sort, all in about an hour.
And there are games to be played. We also have
prizes
games,
to win.
we have merch, we
and giveaways.
Yes, and giveaways.
Yes,
we have giveaways. So there are lots of things all day. You could get your doubles, your snow cone, we have shuttles.
All right, I'm coming.
We have everything.
Pre and post. And in terms of the Open Day helping students to explore the creative arts specifically, you did talk about the career paths that you're going to help them along. And this is not a new concept, but you said particularly this year there was focus on it. How is it different from the other years?
Well, I mean, we actually been focusing it on a number of years, but this year at our Humanities and Education, there was an entire day where we brought in people from the different disciplines, and we spent an entire day engaging with our current tertiary students. But when, it rebounds to when we do that and we let people know that when you come, we are going to be assisting you immediately with your path towards, there. Another thing that we also say with both creative and festival arts as part of it is that when you come to UWI, you can also go internationally for at least a semester or a year. That's another thing at UWI cost. So that's another example there of where, so we have all of that. So, but there are creative and festival art. As you know, we do music, but it's of course my particular area, but we do dance, we do theater, and critically visual arts. And by the way, one of the things which on that day, while we may not necessarily have dance or theater or music on the Open Day, we have a very popular chalking system that all people just love it. Yes, all you have to do is come and we'll show you what to do. We do all sort of artistic activity, and particularly by the time we leave at the end of the Open Day, we have left our mark.
Literally.
Yes.
Quite literally. You're talking. I'm intrigued, but I am very curious about some of those giveaways and other exciting activities, because song, dance, music, we could easily gravitate toward. But what are some of the other things that we're going to have students experience or immerse themselves in that is a part of UWI life?
Well, one of the things our DSSD, that department is one that is extremely involved in engaging students. So they are there telling you about all the things that you could get involved in. So whether it's student employment while you're there, I mentioned all the clubs. They have various sessions where they help to hone leadership and develop our young leaders and so on. So we have several things like that. We also have all our faculties that I mentioned, they have very interactive things going on. So Mr. Murray would have mentioned the chalking. So you see people drawing on the ground and so on. All the parents, students, guardians, everybody is drawing on the ground. And then we have several other things. So for example, our Faculty of Engineering is bringing in their alumni, and these alumni have come back, and they're going to be back this weekend to chat with those who may be interested in engineering. We have our Faculty of Law who are going to discuss their pre-law program. We have our Faculty of Sport, and they usually have hoops, and you can throw your hoops and do all sorts of engaging things. So it's a very interactive and fun-filled day for everyone. Sometimes families come after their worship on a Sunday, the whole family comes. So we welcome everyone. There's something there for everyone. We have a petting zoo.
Oh, you
our
have one there.
Faculty of Food and Agriculture. They have rabbits, and we have all sorts of animals there, which are always a hit with the children. So there's something there, I guarantee something there for everyone.
So you said you don't have to come both days, but it sounds like it's worth the time, whether it's the hour or both days spent. And in that case, what we need to work with would be our birth certificates or the PIN.
If it is you're coming to finish your registration, have your PIN number. Some persons come who've started applying, and they haven't finished applying yet, so you can come and just get a little hand holding, a little help. We have a team there in our JFK auditorium there, so you could also bring those things. And we also have a slew of financial institutions there too, in case you want to talk about options, credit unions, banks, etc.
Perfect. It is the place to be this weekend.
Yes, it is.
As we are plotting the future of our future. And I'm wishing you the best, although I know it's going to be a resounding success. You, of course, can head over to UWI social media, their websites, and every other place you could find UWI, because on the 17th and 18th, you want to head to the JFK Quadrangle in the St. Augustine Campus and be part of the UWI Open Day. Now, guys, you have come in to give us a lot of insight. I'm wishing you luck, but I know we're going to continue the conversation up till the 17th 17th and 18th. So we'll remind people of how they can connect with you. Can I have social media or any handles?
We're on everything. We're on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, X, YouTube. Check us out on our website, register, and even if you don't have a chance to register, I will tell you quietly, still come. But register and attend so we could know, we want you to be there. We want to know you're coming. So you can check us out on all our socials on our website and register and attend. Parents, come on down.
UWI Open Day, we are getting ready this weekend, but for now, birthdays are after the break. Stick around.
Lucky for you, lucky for you.